Hi guys, Random here, back with a little bit more War Thunder. We're on a domination map, so if you remember from my last video, that means we capture the airfields and yeah, eat away at their tickets. I'm flying around in my British planes. They're still fairly low level. This is a up to tier 5 game, so you're not way ahead. I've got up to tier 8 in the British Air Force, flying around in them, but let's take baby steps to start with, shall we, and look at some of the stuff that if you're new to the game you'll be flying. This is that noise with my cat being a git. Wait, stop it. This is a Boomerang Mark 1. It's an Australian fighter. It's quite a good little plane, really. Couple of cannons, couple of machine guns, reasonably manoeuvrable. It's not the best, it's not the worst. Fairly middle of the range there. Not particularly quick, but quick enough to catch up with some of the slower stuff. And my tactic, at the start of this game really was to fly around over our airfield and try and defend it. Now you see here I get on the 6 of somebody, trying to give him a shoot, and I'm flying straight into a big sea of red there. Now the smart thing to do is to break off. Don't get tunnel vision, don't just look at what you're shooting at, look at what's around you as well. I see another guy there and start shooting him. Now you can see the little red flashes coming up on the back of my plane there, and yeah, before I realised what was going on, it was too late. Taken down by a bow fire. Now bow fighters, some people call them OP. Okay, if you know about the game you'll know about the controversy they cause. Here I am just jumping into one. Let me tell you a little bit about the bow fighter. The bow fighter is basically a heavy fighter. It handles like dog dirt. It really does. It's terrible. You could never get into a turning fight in a bow fighter. They are zoom and boom planes. Okay, you see your target, you hope it's flying in a straight line, a bit like this one I'm after here, the Beaufort, which is a bomber. Now the bombers over our ships doing damage, so the sensible thing to do is to try and shoot him down. So you see me here, I'm on him. The bombers are they're reasonably tough. They will get shot down, but they are reasonably tough. You see my aim's not the best, but it's certainly not the worst. Now he's jumped down there. You can see that I did enough damage to him for him to crash into the sea, which is always nice to see your enemy do. But yeah, it's a big heavy fighter. Yes, it's got a lot of guns on the front of it, all cannons and a couple of machine guns, but seriously guys, it's hopeless unless you use it the right way. It's got a rear gunner. See him on the back there. I can't remember if it's a 7.7 or a 12.7, but small caliber machine gun. It's enough to put people off from hanging behind you too long, but it's not enough to stop them from having a go in the first place. So you're not invulnerable in these. You see this guy here, he's going for a torpedo run, little swordfish biplane. I think it's a rank 1 British plane, and we clip. It's not a direct collision, but we got close enough to clip. Now you see my left wing's gone black. That basically means it's broken. Okay, so I'm trying here just get rid of him because he was a pain. He scratched my lovely shiny plane. You'll notice now the way the aircraft handles, it dips on the left hand side when you're flying. It's kind of like flying with a limp. Um, basically, because the wing's damaged, it's not generating the same amount of lift as the right hand wing. Consequently, you kind of waddle, really. I'm looking at maybe attempting a landing here. There's an awful lot of enemy aircraft over this particular airstrip at the moment. I mean, you can see on the radar I'm just flying into a big group of them. So I decided against trying to land and get a couple of shots in on the guy that was taking off there. There's another guy there just coming up behind our chap who's trying to take the airfield. So I put a few rounds into him. I didn't get the kill there, but you know, get off my land, as they say. So yeah, I've got a choice now. I can either try and land this, and they're not the easiest planes to land. They're big and heavy, and you do have to come in really slowly if you want to try and land them. Or I can keep flying. Now, I've got plenty of planes left, so why not? Let's continue, see if we can do the team some help. You see there, I'm just trying to line up on this guy in my limping plane, and derp. Yeah, that was a teammate who managed to take me out with a ram. Now, I know it wasn't deliberate. I know he, you know, never intended to crash his own plane. But GG guy, yeah, GG. One thing you do have to do in War Thunder is be very aware of what's going on around you. If you hold the default key is C, if you hold that down, you can move your mouse around as if you're moving the camera. So think C for camera. That means you can check what's behind you, what's below you, above you, to the side of you. You can be fully aware of where your enemies are and where your friendlies are as well, because as you just saw, if you're not aware of what's going on, I expect matey there probably saw the target, made a turn, and the turn was a bit tight and he didn't have time to straighten up. Yeah, got an assist on that one. So yeah, I don't imagine it was deliberate. Well, he did actually apologise in the chat, so you know, never mind. We move on. It's a game. Don't get upset about it. Really, no point. Can be a little bit frustrating, but meh. You know, these are digital planes. They're not real. It's a free game. It hasn't cost you anything because somebody crashed into you. No point getting upset about it. So yeah, the whole War Thunder thing for me, so far, my experiences, the economy model changed dramatically from the previous incarnation of the game, which was 1.27. It's now in 1.29. The silver lions, which are the in-game currency, as you'll know if you watched the last video, are what you buy your planes with and pay for repairs with. They have dropped dramatically in their earning potential in this 1.29 version of the game. The 1.27, the former version, confusing myself now, you earn silver lions at a ridiculous pace. You know, you racked them up, you really did. They were dead easy to get. In this version, they're quite hard to get. Now, this is an open beta. It's not the finished version of the game. I know there will be further changes. I'm hoping one of those changes will be a tweak to the economy model. I'm not expecting them to go back to how it was previously, but somewhere in the middle would be nice. You know, where you earn enough to buy the next plane and be able to fly it and repair it, some of the higher tier planes are phenomenally expensive to repair. So you know you need to earn at least what it's going to cost you in an average round. Otherwise, you'd never fly your high tier stuff. So it's kind of pointless even buying it. At the moment, the only way really to get Silver Lions is to convert your Golden Eagles, your premium currency, into Silver Lions. Which, yeah, you can do, but I don't really see this game lasting that long if it turns into a pay-to-play. It still wouldn't be a pay-to-win, because you get matched up against people at your level. So, you know, you can throw all the money at it you like. If you're no good at the game, you're not going to win. Same with the ranking up, really. There's a thing in it called free experience, which you get added at the end of every game. Now, your free experience, you can use your Golden Eagles again to add to one of your air forces. It's useless points, basically, that just sit there. You can't do anything with them without spending money. So they just add up and add up and add up, and I've got a metric butt ton of these things. I refuse to, you know, artificially rank up in the air forces, mainly because, you know, I'm enjoying the lower tier stuff. I find it a lot of fun. Yeah, the higher tier stuff probably going to be just as much fun when I've been playing the game a while and got the experience in. So I don't fancy buying my way to that. I have got, because I bought a like an access pack for the British. The cheapest way to do it was to buy one of the starter kits, quote unquote, which was a rank 10, might be a rank 11 Typhoon 2B or something, which isn't a bad plane, but yeah, if that's the only high ranking plane you've got and all your other ones are reserves, it throws you into high ranking matches because it goes on the highest ranked plane you've got in your lineup. So yeah, not a lot of fun getting that level of match with low level planes. So I don't really use him. I've taken him out a few times, but no, I don't really use it. I tend to fly around. I mean, I've got rank 8 aircraft in the British, but I tend to fly around in the, you know, 4s and 5s, to be honest. I find it a lot more fun, and you can have silly dogfights or you know, just derp around in it, and it doesn't cost you a bomb to repair the planes. So anyway, there you go. Look, middle of the table. Earned some points. There you can see the on the right the experience, and the middle column there is the Silver Lions. Yes, I'm premium, so I'll get double. If you didn't get double, that round would have been terrible. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. Check the game out if you haven't, and